So I'm venturing out to other parts of the world beyond Europe because, good night, we're not getting any younger, you know? And there's many of you who have traveled with me year after year or decade after decade and have done Europe and say, where else can we going to go? And I'm answering your questions. So we're going to go to South America and to Africa. And so Africa, we just concluded this tour just a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, in August of last year, but we're rescheduling this again for 2027. Give you plenty of time to prepare. 14 to 18 people max. Really 14 is about it. Let's just say 14 people max is what we're going to do on this Serengeti safari in 11 days. We're also discounting this as well because it's August 24 to September 2nd, 2027. It's you'll need to put down a deposit for the trip, but the deposit's refundable up until August of 2026, just in case things don't work out for you. So don't worry so much about that. We always can work with you on that. So don't worry so much about that, but that's in 2027. I don't have any maps here. I can't believe I didn't do that after going through the whole series here and looking at it and reviewing it. But we're in Africa, and Africa, you know, is a whole continent upon itself, and it too, Tanzania is located right on the equator, just like Ecuador is as well. So there's very little fluctuation in the temperatures. So we're still talking about, we were there in the height of August, and it was maybe the low 80s to the mid 50s was the temperatures for that. I live in Florida, as I've already mentioned, and in August it's 100 degrees here. So very, very much different in Tanzania and Ecuador as we are on the equator. So we begin our trip by arriving in Kilimanjaro Airport, and we'll go to this area, this town, the capital called Arusha, and stay there. And we'll stay in little cabins like this overnight. It's called the River Trees Resort. We'll stay there. This is a sample. This is actually the room Charlotte and I stayed in. So the bathroom, a shower, toilet, a nice sink. Everything's highly appointed and decorated. You can see it's first class, top-notch, 5-star for that type of accommodations. And there's nothing shabby about it at all. Outside, there's plenty of open places. There's a pool. There's this outdoor eating area and indoor eating area. From there, we leave and we go south. We head toward the Serengeti and the Ngorongoro Crater, which is a extinct volcano located in a huge, huge crater. We stay in Karatu, I guess is how maybe they say it there. And we enjoy staying at this particular lodge, Acacia Farm Lodge there. That's our group just in August of this past year, sitting there around the campfire waiting for dinner to happen up here in the cafeteria, or in the restaurant, I guess I should say. This is actually our room, Charlotte and ours room. So this is a little area, our bedroom, back porch, living area. I guess that's the bathroom and shower that I have on the right-hand side. And then from there, we leave. I'm talking about the accommodations, actually. From there, and we go and stay in 2 luxury safari, tented safari campsites. This one, Dancing Duma, is just exquisite. It's only less than 2 years old. And the folks here, we know who owns these places and who built it, and just have a great relationship with that. And so this is the Dancing Duma Luxury Safari Camp. So you can see everything's elevated off the ground on wooden decks. They are tents, but my gosh, folks, there's our bedroom. You know, it's beautiful, well appointed. You want the most comfortable bed you probably ever laid in. The bathrooms are there, beautiful sinks. Also another view of another bedroom, Staff are just fantastic as they're there for the cooks, the wait staff, those who clean, and those who help you out and everything. A wonderful dining room there. We had as a living room in our tent that we're looking out over the Serengeti. Right hand side is just a number of the tents. I think they have going on 20 tents there after it's all said and done. And then from there, we go to the north a little bit to the Mara River, and we stayed at the Baobab luxury camp, very similar in appointments and accommodations to the Dancing Duma camp. That's me with the chef, one of the young ladies who was working there at the bar. And let's see, I think I have a little to say. Up in here from the Mara River, Northern Serengeti, sunset going on right here. We spent the entire day on the Mara River watching the Great Migration, and now it's sunset. So from right here in the plains of the Serengeti, Northern Serengeti, your adventure starts right here with David McGuffin's Exploring Beyond Europe. So I've kind of divided this part of the presentation up with the elements of the tour. So first of all, I talked to you about the destinations, and now about where we're staying and everything. So that's that. So now we're going to go to the happy people that are all over the place. I want to tell you, those folks are the happiest people in the world. You know, I thought we had a whole lot of fun, but these guys everywhere we met, the camp staff, the tour guides, the drivers, everybody was just there to have fun, enjoy very professionally, being with you and sharing their culture with you. And it's just nothing like it ever in the world that I have experienced. By the way, they have alcohol down there. Here you got Kilimanjaro beer, and they also have mixed drinks, all the wine you want to get. We're in Africa, South African wine, all of that. So no problem with any of that. If you like it, water is always from a bottle. You don't drink the water that's there, so you always drink water from the bottle, but there's plenty provided for you all the time, and the food is fantastic as well. Now, let me tell you about the vehicles that we travel in. They usually have these Toyota Land Cruisers are usually what I've traveled in the last couple of years, but I've also seen the Land Rovers and a few Mercedes land type vehicles as well. But these Toyota Land Cruisers are pretty good. They're elongated, so they have 2 seats in the front, the driver, and usually an empty seat up front, but they also have 6 other seats in the back. And we had plenty of vehicles. There was 14 people on our trip, and we had 4 different vehicles for us. And so that would have, we could do 3, 4. And there was one group of people on our tour that Were six people related, they chose to go in and be six in a vehicle, and we're fine with that. But we try to make it just putting four or less people per safari vehicle with a driver and guide. This is a little bit, the roads are not paved, I can tell you that. I don't think he liked us coming up on him like that. You can hear Charlotte in the background. This is, you can see myself, Charlotte, my wife, and my cousin Jane was on the tour as well. Jane, if you're watching tonight, hi. Hadn't seen you in a while since August. And then our safari vehicle with Brile Safari heading into the sunset. We have to be back at our camp before sunset. Actually, it's supposed to be there 30 minutes before sunset. And and we can't go out before 45 minutes after sunrise. So it's very regulated in the Serengeti National Park. The wildlife, all of these photos are, and most of them are from Charlotte. She had a wonderful uh, camera, a 35 millimeter SLR with a 400 millimeter zoom lens at least. And so she took a lot of these photos that are, you know, there's nothing like it. I took photos with my iPhone the two times I've been there and had some good ones as well. But having a decent camera really makes a big difference. Lions, giraffes, flamingos, whatever that bird is over there, a herring, maybe, zebras, giraffes, African eagle. I can't remember the name of the bird on the right-hand side. Cheetahs, lion cubs, baboons, Cape buffalo, wildebeest. That's Pumbaa and what's her name from the Lion King? The I can't. It escapes me. I'm here all alone. Nobody's helping with anything, but you know what I'm talking about. Warthogs. There we go. Warthogs. A lioness there and a lion, cheetah and a cub, ostrich, and then going to our wonderful tour guides and drivers. We had four of them. This is Frederick. We're in the Ngorongoro Crater here, one of the days on the trip. This is what we called him, the general. He was the man in charge. This is some of the folks on our group, Jerry and crew there. And here's Charlotte and I at the very end of the tour with all four of the guides that we had, the driver guides. Jerry right here and Freddie bumping chest with each other. General giving the directions for everybody. We're having a boxed lunch. By the way, when we go down safari during the middle of the day, it is in the wild. So our safari camp packs a boxed lunch for us, a very good boxed lunch. We never could finish it all. Everything, basically it's a 3 or 4 course meal packed in that box. And so we thoroughly enjoyed that, but we're out in the wild and because we go out all day and come back at night. So we leave at 8, well, sometimes even 6 o'clock in the morning and don't get back until 6 o'clock at night. The general is closing out.
Safaris to be your host in Tanzania. Okay. We had a great time to be with you and hope we'll see you again.
Yes.
Tonight will be our last.
And the general went on and on and on about driving us around and everything else, but there is nothing like it going on a safari with these folks. Now, my connection with all of these guys is that we travel around the United States and visit these travel and adventure shows. And on the floor of these shows, we have a table set up, and I sell my tours to Europe. But there are 100 or so other people standing around and doing the same thing I am, selling tours to the United States, to Florida, to Africa, to you name it. And so over the years, we've made great connections with these folks, go out to dinner with them at night and enjoy meeting with each other, even travel sometimes with each other. And so that's how I made the connection to go to Africa, just like I made the connection to go to Ecuador as well. So I can guarantee you that the folks that are in charge of this, that Charlotte and I, or Charlotte and or I will be there with you, but the folks that are there to lead us, like the general and the tour company that organized this Brille Safari, are just fantastic. We also have one optional event on this tour. It's pricey. It's 500 bucks or more, and it is a balloon ride at daylight. And but if it fits your budget, you need to do it because it is something once in a lifetime thing for me. Fantastic, and you'll never forget it. Floating across the Serengeti, silent, 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 looking down and seeing all the game roaming around on the Serengeti Delta plain there. Hey, David McGuffin here. We are in Arusha, or actually Uso River, and at the river trees, we're finishing up, completing our final afternoon on our safari tour here. And so I'm just going to run around and talk to the people on the tour and let them give you a little heads up on what they enjoyed the most or what they enjoyed about our tour experience. Hey, this is Shannon.
Hi, I loved all of it, but my favorite was all the baby animals. We saw baby lions, baby zebras, all the things.
Perfect, thank you. Charlotte, you know, she's traveled with me. She's kind of in charge of this tour. What's your favorite part?
Well, my favorite part is all of the animal rides that we do. And like Shannon said, all the baby animals, I just loved it.
Yeah.
And yesterday was very intense and very exciting, seeing the crocodile get the real
All the
the beast survived.
Yeah. River crossing.
That was cool.
Hey, Jane.
Hey, my highlight was seeing elephants for the first time in the wild, and then seeing them every day, even to the point where the last day one trumpeted goodbye to me.
Hey, Kathy.
I enjoyed every bit of this trip and taking the pictures. Just we have fantastic pictures, but the balloon ride was absolutely awesome. And I also have to talk about Frederick's joke on me. It was so funny. The drivers were great.
They're fantastic. Driver guy. Hey, Joe.
The whole trip was great. This is glamping, not camping. I mean, we stayed in the nicest places.
Yes.
Even we're in the middle of the Serengeti. We had people serving us. I mean, this is really terrific. And I'm with Kathy. I thought the balloon ride was just out of sight, really. And it was first class all the way, super fast, all the way down to a champagne dinner.
Hello, John. Hey, John.
Yeah, I want to tell you we appreciate y'all coming to our anniversary party. And thanks for treating us so nicely. You know, everywhere you went, these folks were singing when you left, and they were singing when you come back.
Yeah, fantastic.
They hadn't done any more for you. Animals were wonderful.
Yeah, the animals are wonderful. Hey, buddy.
I loved every minute of it.
Okay.
Our drivers were awesome. The service in all of our hotels were wonderful. And I love seeing all the animals interact with each other, especially the little babies. They were so cute. I loved it.
Everybody loves the baby animals. Thank you. Hey, Roy.
Hey, David, I think that one thing you should consider that most people, particularly elderly people, have bucket lists.
Yep.
And I see on that bucket list quite often African safari. Now I understand why.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Susan.
Never disappointed on a David McGuffin trip, and this one did not disappoint. My favorite was seeing the dik-diks, the smallest antelopes in Africa.
Hey, cool. Hey, Jerry.
Yeah, this was a bucket list trip for Joan and I, and turned out to be much more than we could have expected. I guess the things I enjoyed the most were the chase, and we saw the cheetah almost catch the jackal, and the Great Migration, and the balloon ride everything was tremendous, and the people on the trip and the people we met were all just wonderful.
Fantastic. And you don't usually take group trips, do you?
No,
Okay, thank you for being a part of our group.
it was great.
Yeah.
Oh, the whole thing was absolutely fantastic. We love seeing all the animals. My favorite was always the zebras. I always loved the zebras. So like horses almost. So I like the zebras.
They're so great.
Oh, they are. And they're so beautiful.
Yeah.
And everything, all the accommodations were really fantastic. I really, really enjoyed the picture.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, Paul.
This was beyond my expectation. I never thought that we would see the quantity of animals, babies, and variety, and birds, and trees. Everything is just so gorgeous. Beautiful pictures to take. Everything was great. The people are just wonderful. You just feel like you're friends with them. Just
Thank you, Paul. Goodbye.
Amazing experience all around for sure, but of course Jerry stole my favorite thing, which is the cheetah chase.
Okay.
So that's still my favorite, even when Jerry took it.
You got it, no problem. Lee, I'm sorry I left you for
I
last.
left it to the end. Well, I certainly enjoyed the whole trip, but I'm kind of go along with Mike. I thought one of the most amazing thing was watching the mother cheetah, and I guess it was one of her younger ones. First look after the gazelles, and then finally found the young boy ran into a jackal and charged after him, and we stood there and watched him chase him and get within this close of him. And finally, the jackal made it away from him.
Goodness
Plus the migration across the river and the thousands of wildebeest and the zebras. It's just a truly amazing experience.
Right. Fantastic. Okay. All right, to recap that safari, August of 2027, August 24 to September 2nd. Please take a look at it. It's $11,559, $100 off of it if you book it between now and the 15th of December this year. Remember, refundable deposits until August the 1st. 2026. That looks like 8, but 2026. And so think about it. You click that, go to davidmcguffin.com tour safari or QR code. It'll take you a page like that. Like I said before, if you're new, register. If you're an alumni, log in and pay your deposit, and you'll be all set for one of the 12 to 14 people on our Serengeti safari tours as well. Well, thank you guys for being a part of this tonight. And I got one more slide and we're done. And so let me do that for you because I had fun creating this with AI. I'm going through a process of an old man trying to learn new tricks. And I've learned that I can talk and write about stuff. And then you got this AI character that can create everything. So here's my happy Thanksgiving wish to you. 2 days from now, happy Thanksgiving. I just wish you the very, very best. And may God bless the USA, bless you and your family as you celebrate Thanksgiving coming up in 2 days. Until then, your adventure starts right here with David McGuffin's Exploring Europe.